The following story has been brought to you by StoriesToInspire.org.
If you're like most people on the planet, there's at least one person in your life that drives you crazy. They're always doing the wrong thing, or their bad midos infuriate you. Possibly, you ruminate about them on a regular basis, catching them at their mistakes or bad midos, and playing the film over and over again in your head. Perfectly normal, but not so pleasant. Let me tell you a story. Yonah Berger owned a popular restaurant, and one of his regular customers was Chaim, who drove him crazy. His dislike persisted for years, triggering him every time Chaim came in for lunch. One day, Yonah went on an errand and found himself walking a few steps behind Chaim on the sidewalk. In front of Chaim was a homeless woman pulling along a shopping cart filled with her ragged possessions. Yonah watched as Chaim bent down to the pavement and came up with a $20 bill in his hand. He gave it to the woman. He said, "You dropped this." The woman said, "No, I didn't have a $20 bill." He said, I clearly saw it fall from your cart," and he stuffed it into her hand. Yonah was shocked. This annoying Chaim had done a very kind deed. But not long after that, Yonah once again found himself in Chaim's presence, this time in a store. Chaim stood behind a frazzled woman who was counting out her change, struggling to complete payment for her purchase. Just then, Chaim bent down to the floor and came up holding a $20 bill. "Excuse me," he said, "you dropped this from your purse." "No, it's not mine," she said. "I clearly saw it fall from your purse." And he stuffed it into her hand, and with that, she was able to pay her bill. Yonah left the store and sat down in his car, his eyes filled with tears. He turned to Hashem and said, "Ribono shel olam, I'm so sorry. I met one of your children but didn't recognize him as your child. He's just like his father, all about chesed and kindness and caring for people. He provides me with my parnasa and gives others people dignity. Hashem, please forgive me for misjudging your children. Help me not to do this anymore. Help me to love and see the virtues of all those around me." Each person is on a spectrum of good and bad, and how we look at them is also on a spectrum. If we have somebody that we always see the bad in, all it means is that we switched off from seeing the good part of their behavior. Switch your view option to include the entire person and watch your negativity disappear.
Enjoyed this story? Come again. Bring a friend. StoriesToInspire.org